Have you ever looked around at the people that you love and thought, my people just really don't understand me anymore? My friends don't get me anymore. My family doesn't understand me. My own husband or wife doesn't understand who I am anymore. So you've been on this rocket of ascension into 5D frequencies. You've been shifting into these higher frequencies. And you have become a very, very different person. So you don't feel like the same person, and people are noticing that you're not the same person anymore. And sometimes it's the people that are closest to us that will bring a lot of this to our attention. And let me say first, there's nothing wrong with you. When we evolve and we shift, we are changing. We are changing, and it's a beautiful thing. I'm going to go into some of the dynamics of what happens as we change and as the people around us don't necessarily change on the same, at the same time. So it can cause this almost like a disturbance in the force. But there is good news to this, so stay with me on this video so that I can dive a little deeper into this dynamic with you. So when your consciousness changes and the others around you aren't changing right there with you, it can be confusing. It can feel lonely. It can, you can start to ask yourself, is something wrong with me? What is this? I don't even like to do the same things that I used to do. And I don't really like the same people that I used to like, or I don't resonate with them as much. So you start to question what's going on with you too. But what's really happening is you are embodying so much new frequency and light. So your vibration is rising. You're becoming more of who you really are, is what's happening. More of your true essence is coming forth. And what you do is you begin to put yourself first. So it does change how you are as far as the way other people see you. You begin to protect what you allow into your energy because how you feel becomes very important. So it's not that you're being less loving or less attentive or anything like that. You're being more protective of you. So imagine, for example, this is your husband. Let's just use the husband or wife as an example. And you've spent 20 years with this person, and you've always been one type of personality. You've always responded in a particular way. Maybe you've always said yes to everything. You've always let him choose the restaurants. You've always been agreeable to go to this particular place and have a few drinks. And you've always been up for these parties with your friends and all these different things in your home or out in these loud, dynamic places. And then something shifted. So one of the biggest lessons in this is that you don't have to make everybody understand your awakening. And what this takes is radical compassion for yourself and for the other people as well. Because this shift that you're going through is the shifting part is mostly temporary, but it does take acclimation for you and the other people. And a lot of this has to do with people are not comfortable with change, okay? Whether it's good or not. People, if they're not used to it and you're suddenly different, then something's got to be wrong with you. You're not acting right. Well, you're becoming more of who you truly are. And as you try to explain this to your husband or to your people, just remember this. Every single person is on their own trajectory when it comes to ascending into the 5D frequencies and evolving. Every person is exactly where they need to be. They truly, truly are, including you. You may be on this rocket ship and just like flying off almost from your people, it seems like. That doesn't make you superior to anyone. Know this. That doesn't make me superior to anyone, because each journey is unique and it is on a divine timer. When this person's divine timer goes off, they will begin to shift too, and they will begin to change too. And each person is set up for this to happen in divine timing. So remind yourself of this when you're frustrated with some of the other people that may not understand. They will at some point. And if they don't, I do need to say this too, then the universe might, not always, certainly not always, but the universe, God, may remove that person from your life. They may fall away. And again, the universe always has your back. So these things are happening for you. These things are not happening to you. Know this. Know this. Let your life be your example. Let your peace speak. Let your solitude speak. Let your knowing speak. Let your newfound joy speak, and embrace it, and try to focus as much as you can on your own energy, because this is your journey and it's about you. And when you are dealing with these other people that may be looking at you like you have 12 heads, or they may be talking about how different you are or whatever, let them do this, because they don't understand yet. They will. The best thing, or what I try to do, and this happens to me every day of my life, every day, because I am so different than the person that I used to be. And I would not change a thing, by the way. I would change nothing, because the connection I have now, and the peace, the joy, this connection to all that I know that you all can see in me and feel through me, this is my bliss. And this is the legacy that I hope to leave behind, that she was so connected and she shared her knowledge. So as your relationships are evolving and you're changing and everybody else is kind of trying to figure you out, like I said, step into that peace. And you don't have to explain yourself over and over and over. What I was going to say is that what I do is I try to send out a lot of the good energy that I've embodied. So when people around me are confused, or they're not understanding, or they may be disappointed in something that I don't want to do that I used to do, I try to just stay in my heart. When we stay in our hearts as much as we can, we don't have all this doubt and all this questions, because we're not in our head too much. There's a saying, get out of your head, back into your heart. This is where the peace is. So when I'm in my heart, I can literally, intentionally beam this love, this energy, this peace to the people around me. Beam it out. It's like you're sharing this with them. It's almost like a form of prayer. Share this with them. This is one of the things that you can do that is probably one of the most powerful things you can do for the people around you as you shift and as you acclimate. So sometimes the people around us have loved this old version of us, and they've not yet accepted the new version that we've become. So there's a period of time and an acclimation that happens. So the bottom line is, you are allowed to change. Embrace it. And you don't need anyone's permission to change and evolve, because your spiritual journey is truly yours. It's about you. So, guys, I know that many of you are probably going through this. Let me know in the comments if you are, and let me know if it's your friend, if it's your husband, wife, your mom, let me know what kind of dynamics you're going through, and I'll try to help you and answer questions as far as to, what to do or what has worked for me, basically. I appreciate you being here. I love all you guys, and I'm going to catch you on my next video.